And before you write yourself off, that, oh, Temi, you're just saying that you don't know how many mistakes I've made, you don't know how bad I've been. Well, I'm going to share with you a case study that it showed me. And this is from Genesis chapter 15. This was God talking with Abraham when he told Abraham that he was a shield and his exceeding great reward, right? And Abraham was like, what are you going to give me, seeing that I go childless? And God was like, no, you're not going to go childless. It's a child of yours that is going to inherit you. And then Abraham asked God, how will I know this? And then God told him things that were going to happen. Now, at the time that God was talking to Abraham, he didn't even have any child. So God then tells Abraham that know for a surety that your seed, they are going to be strangers in a land that is not theirs, right? But that after 400 years, I will bring them out, and that particular nation, right, I'm going to punish them, and then I'm going to bring out your seed with great substance. I want us to pause first and even think about it. First of all, the idea about them going into a land that is not their own was the event. However, as God was telling Abraham about that event, he had somebody in mind who was going to facilitate the fulfillment of that prophecy. Guess who that was? That was Joseph. So, and remember, Joseph is Abraham's great grandson, which means that as of the time God was talking to Abraham, telling him what was going to happen to his seed, right? This was a man who didn't even have one child yet. And God was telling him what he was going to use his great grandson to accomplish, right? But God didn't stop there. The one about him bringing them out and bringing them out with great substance and punishing the nation, guess who he used to facilitate that? It was Moses. Moses was 6th generation from Abraham. Here was God telling Abraham what was going to happen 630 something years from the moment that God was talking to Abraham. And for each event he mentioned, he had a specific person in mind that he was going to use to facilitate the fulfillment of that event. So my question to you is, do you think you are different?